One second here. I'm finishing up clarifying a message using the StoryBrand 7-part framework. But you know what's cool though? You can do the same thing. There's going to be a live stream on July 19th and 20th where you can clarify your message so that your customers will engage. Guys, this is a 2-day workshop live stream with StoryBrand. These guys don't do anything half A, okay? I am a StoryBrand certified guide, but these live streams are legit, okay? You're going to get virtual coaching from a guide like me. I can't promise that you'll get me, but you might. But yeah, it's 2 days of full on live stream coaching. And at the end, you're going to create the only 7 messages you need to grow revenue for your business. You'll be clarifying your marketing in just 48 hours. And know, this is the big part, you're going to know you're doing it right. You're going to leave this live stream confident that you're doing things the right way. So sign up for the live stream. The link is in the show notes. All right. Big darn deal. Use that link. It means a lot to me if you do. So the cool thing, you don't have to fly. You don't have to buy any plane tickets. You don't have to do any of that stuff. They're going to deliver all this goodness, marketing goodness, right through the power of live streaming through the wonderful World Wide Web. So guys, sign up in the show notes. Do it. You'll be glad you did. You're listening to the Daily Business Podcast with your business coach, Mitch Alverson. This is the place for daily coaching because when you have a coach, you get better results. What's the most important thing you have to do today? If you don't know, then you have stepped into a narrative void. And that is kind of dangerous. That's the way it is for me. Like if I don't prioritize what we'll call them the big 3 things are that I need to work on today, I get kind of like paralyzed and like I'm not quite sure which one to work on because there's literally probably dozens of things, that I could do today. But some of them have a higher return than others. Some of them are people that have paid me already and are waiting on, work that I'm doing for them, whether it's writing or a website or things like that. So the question for you as we're going through this productivity series is, what's the most important thing you're going to do today? What are your big 3, right? So yesterday we talked about the daily planner. Now the daily planner facilitates all of this, much like what I use, the full focus planner. They both have a spot for your big 3 and then sort of your secondary tasks. So one of the things that I like to do is I'll start the day with my big 3. What are the big 3 things that I need to accomplish today, or at least get when I'm doing the big 3, I'm doing it with the mind of I may not get all 3 of these done, but if I were to get one of them complete, start on a second one, then it would be a good day. So that's kind of how I look at those big 3, because sometimes they're big enough that it may not get done. So having the big 3 really helps me sort of block time for the day, so that I'm not constantly, distracted by this or that. Because like I said earlier, a lot of these things that, raise their head up and need attention don't necessarily have the same return. So I have to know which ones are important and which ones aren't. There's a a simple matrix. It's called the Eisenhower matrix, and it asks you to place all these things that you have to get done on this matrix, and it's either easy or hard, and it's urgent or not urgent. And so you just create a four box matrix, and on one axis you put easy and hard, and on the other axis you put urgent or not urgent and urgent. And wherever those things wind up helps you understand which ones to work on. So that's one way to actually, okay, I've got all this stuff to do. How do I figure out which one is, which one's most important? So as you guys know, we're using Donald's book, Business Made Simple. So if you don't have it, go to Amazon and pick it up. But today we're talking about prioritizing your primary tasks. And, we started this whole thing out as, the value-driven professional. And I'm telling you, a value-driven professional has this process. Okay. So if you don't have it, you probably need it. Okay. You need the ability to understand which tasks are important and which ones aren't, because it's just, as you get busier, you're just going to have something like this on the daily planner that you can grab if you go to heroonamission.com. It's got a spot for your primary task 1, 2, and 3, and it asks you, how long is this going to take? How long are you going to work on this? And then it also asks, what's the reward when you finish it? So having a reward there for your brain is like, okay, if I work on this primary task, take some of my stuff, right? I'm building a website right now for a client, and I'm going to work on that from, say, 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And if I've gotten what I need to get done in that time, then my reward may be that I get to go walk the dog and clear my head, right? But that's the idea, is to take a look at those primary tasks and fill those out. Then you want to go ahead and fill out your secondary tasks. Now, your secondary tasks, some of those things have to get done. But the win for me in writing down the secondary tasks is that I get them out of my head and onto the paper. And so that's really the win for me, honestly, is just getting it out of my head. So what do we do with all the tasks that don't get done from today? We just move them over to tomorrow's sheet. And the secondary tasks that you maybe don't get to or aren't super urgent, if there's a way to delegate those, I would say do that. Or that's all I'd say there. Okay, so prioritizing your primary tasks. So I've mentioned 3 tools today. The Business Made Simple Daily Planner that you can get at heroonamission.com. The Full Focus Planner, which you can grab the link in the show notes for that. And the Eisenhower Matrix. If you just Google the Eisenhower Matrix, you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's a great tool for helping you understand what's important, what's not important, which stuff to work on right away. One of the things that I really love about the Full Focus Planner, it's got a little wisdom, and every single day there's a little sentence from a great business mind or, just a really smart person. Today says, to achieve great things, 2 things are required: a plan and not quite enough time. And Leonard Bernstein said that. All right. See you guys tomorrow. What daily planner are you using now? Do you have one? It's a good thing to think about, because as we go through this productivity series, having a daily planner is really important. Now, whether you use the one that I told you about go to heroonamission.com and grab that one. Or you can use the one I use. I use the Full Focus Planner by Michael Hyatt. And it really incorporates a lot of the same things that is on the daily planner from Hero on a Mission. But this Full Focus Planner, guys, it really is a game changer. Forbes.com named the Full Focus Planner the #1 best daily planner. It's got some amazing tools like the Daily Big Three that help you eliminate daily overwhelm and end each day with a win. Because, I mean, let's face it, who can get more than 3 big things done in a day? So it really keeps us focused on the right things, getting those things done. So check out the link in the show notes and go take a look at the Full Focus Planner. One of the things I love about the Full Focus Planner, I'm on the subscription. And so they send me, I have them quarterly. So I get one for each quarter of the year. And I get my new one early. And so I just love that it just shows up. I don't have to go out and grab one or, any of that stuff. It just shows up. And it kind of facilitates me getting ready for the next quarter. So there you go. Check out the show notes for the Full Focus Planner.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Daily Business Podcast with Mitch Alverson. If you got time, please subscribe to the podcast and consider rating and reviewing the show. That way, other people will find us. By the way, I really love to hear from you guys, so please email me at mitch@3advisors.org with your feedback or questions. Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Business Podcast with Mitch Alverson.